Hi, I'm my summer girl from My Summer Girl Books, and I'm back for a second week of In My Mailbox. This week I got a lot of good books, and the first one I got was Throat by R.A. Nelson, which is about vampires, kind of. It's about this girl, Emma, who has epilepsy, which means she has seizures at very inconvenient and embarrassing times. And she meets a vampire one night and he bites her, but she has a grand mal seizure in the middle of it, and I guess it frightens the vampire and he runs off, um, leaving her alone. And when she wakes up in the hospital, she finds she has all these nifty new abilities, and she needs to find out if she's a fresh blood, which means a newly turned vampire, or if she just has all the benefits of a vampire without the burning in the sun and having to drink blood part. And I'm really excited to read this, so I hope I get to it soon. The next book I got was Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, which I got because I'm going to be reading her new book soon, and I want to see how she wrote. So, this is Before I Fall, and it's about a girl who dies, and for some reason she gets chosen to relive her last day on Earth and find out who killed her and see if she can fix it, if it can be fixed. And everyone says it sounds really good. Or at least all the reviews that I've heard of it sound really good. So I want to read this soon, but it looks really long. So I don't know when I'll be able to get to it, considering I'm reading Nightshade right now. And as promised, this is Delirium by Lauren Oliver with the pretty picture in there of a pretty girl. And this is about a girl who is 95 days away from turning 19. And when you turn 19 in her society, you're supposed to get the cure, which basically the cure to love, because it's illegal to love in this society. And I'm guessing because it's about the illegalness of being in love, she falls in love. And I really want to read this because that's a pretty unique and new storyline for me, so I really want to read it soon. I also got Other Words for Love by Lorraine Zago Rosenthal, I believe is how you say her name. And it's about this girl, Ari, who goes to the big city and meets this really nice girl and really nice guy, and she kind of falls for this guy. But something happens in his family, and he has to break up with her. And this is her dealing with their breakup and looking back on everything and seeing how in love she was and stuff like that, I'm guessing. And her dealing with it like a normal teenage girl, I'm guessing. These next two books that I got, which are Hex Hall and The Body Finder, I've already reviewed, and they are up on the blog, so you can see those. This one is about an awesome teenage witch who gets sent to a reform school for practicing magic and almost revealing the big secret that there's supernatural beings out there. So she gets a little bit in trouble for that, and this is her adventures at the school, and it's really awesome, really smart, really funny, and there's a sequel coming out in March called Demon Glass. The next book is The Body Finder by Kimberly Durding, which has a really nice cover. And it's about this girl named Violet Ambrose who has always been able to locate dead bodies because of the echoes they leave behind, and has always known who killers are because of the echoes that the dead people leave on them. And basically there's this serial killer who comes through her town and starts murdering girls and kidnapping them, and she takes it upon herself, along with her best friend from childhood, Jay, to find out who the serial killer is and bring him to justice. And this is a really awesome book, which also has a sequel coming out called Desires of the Dead. Next book is Dead Beautiful by Yvonne Woon, and I haven't really heard that much about it, but the synopsis says it's about a girl who has never had anything really bad happen to her, and then one day, I think it's on her 16th birthday, she comes home and finds that both her father and her mother have been killed. And after the funeral, her grandfather ships her off to this school, and she meets a guy there that she thinks she might be able to trust and who might be able to tell her all about the school and such, but, well, she doesn't really know if she can trust him because of other evidence. And it sounds really good, and I hope it's really good. So I'll probably find time, probably in summer, the way my reading list is going, to read this. And I was so happy when I got this, but I got Firelight by Sophie Jordan, and I am so incredibly excited to read this. It's about a dragon who can turn into human form, a human girl. I'm guessing her name's Jacinda, and she's one of the last of the Drakai, I guess. Dragons of Drakai, I'm guessing. And she's one of the last fire breathers that there are. And there's also these hunters who are trying to exterminate all the last of her race. And she does something which makes the elders, or people in charge, force her into the mortal world, where if she stays for too long, her dragon side will die, which she doesn't want to happen. So she has to now work with a hunter who'd probably kill her rather than help her, to pretty much figure out a way to, if there is a way to stop this, and how she can get back to her world. So really happy, and it's really pretty, so I really want to read this, and I say really too much, and I'm sorry for that. I also got Rampant this week, which is about killer unicorns, which I can't think of any better subject for a book. It's about Astrid, who someone close to her dies from a unicorn attack, so she goes to Rome to train to be a unicorn hunter. And this book actually has a sequel coming out called Ascendant, and I also have to read that, but this is by Diana Peterfriend, I think is how you say her name. You probably have to look that up because the wording on here is backwards, but yes, very happy to read this. The next book I got was The Extraordinary Secrets of April, May, and June, which is about 3 sisters. I think they're just sisters, not triplets, but I'm not sure. And their parents get separated, so they have to move to this whole new town and make all new friends, and a whole bunch of basically traumatic moving experiences ensue. But because of this, their powers from childhood start to come up again. Like April, for instance, can see the future. May can disappear, and June, which is the youngest one, can read minds. And so because of these new powers, they're able to, I think, get used to or cope with the divorce and basically the hardest year of their lives. And I'm really excited to read this because it's about sisters, and I have a sister, therefore it's cool for me. The last book I got was Crusade by Nancy Holder and Debbie Vigay, I think is how you say her name. But they did another book series called Wicked Together, which is about witches, and that one's really good. It's only 5 books long, I think. And this is their new one, and it's about a vampire hunter and her partner. There was originally a short story of it in either Eternal or Immortal, which are anthologies edited by PC Cast, so you can look it up and read that, and then read this. And it looks really good from the description, and it's about vampires, hunters, which are always cool. So that's all I got for this week. What was in your mailbox?